Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. I quickly want to give you an update about BTC and the S&P 500 because it looks like that after that big pump of BTC that we had all the way up to 26,000, the correlation between BTC and ES or the S&P 500 is completely back again. And that means that once the S&P 500 starts dumping, BTC might dump further, but also the other way around. Let's quickly now look at BTC first before we're heading over to the ES. This is BTC in the last few days on the 15 minute. We're kind of fighting here a little bit between the value area low and value area high, approximately 25,000. The white line is the VWAP. If we go higher than the major level that I am looking at, but I have to say more and more people are starting to look at it, so it becomes a little bit of a crowded trade, is the golden pocket starting off 25,500 to 25,590 to go higher, take the liquidity from this high and this high, sorry, this one right here, to the golden pocket, and then to go lower. What actually would be really perfect is that if that happens, that we do that, take liquidity as an SFP and then just dump down, or maybe make a something like a bearish divergence and then dump down, because as you can see we are kind of building this slow but vertical kind of rise up, and then you can see that we have liquidity underneath this entire range right here, and of course the low here. So what I would really prefer is that we go maybe higher and then eventually break down and take liquidity all down here. If that happens, then we're really looking at much lower levels. We have golden pockets 0.5s underneath us from the major move up, so 23,000 is then an important one, and eventually the golden pocket 22,200, but that's still pretty far off. Right now I'm just looking at this tiny range. If we dump from here and we do not take the liquidity, of course this would also be fine, to just go lower, take out all of these lows, all liquidity, and then eventually to go higher. I also said it yesterday and the day before, and I stand my ground, and that is that I'm saying if we do go to the golden pocket 25,500, be careful. There's not so much market structure here above, also not if you look left in the chart. So what I mean is that the previous weeks, the move from this potential top or everything above the golden pocket to 28k is thin air, so there is not a lot of resistance. So don't preset your short orders right here. Like I said, we might just pump all the way to 28k, so then you get liquidated right away. Then now let's quickly move over to the ES. That's the future market of the S&P 500. This one is a little bit nicer to look at for the eye, and also 15 minutes earlier than the S&P 500. This white diagonal line, I have showed it already for a very long time. It's the macro support and resistance line that comes in already since beginning of 2022, and we broke out. It was a little bit of a weak break to be honest. And then we tested it once, twice, and now we were playing at and around that line. We already went underneath and then went higher again. This is getting quite a critical moment right now, because as long as we just keep on bouncing on this line, eventually I think we're going to break it. Still, major targets taking out these lows, I also have an alert there, is going to the golden pocket 3,750. That is the main target. If we break it, there's also not so much that holds us back. Then eventually I think we are going to retest those lows, 3,500. So it's a little bit of a do or die moment here for the S&P 500. Break this, definitely going to visit the golden pocket. If it goes super fast, definitely going to visit that 35,500. So keep in mind that. If we are zooming in on the hourly, then actually we also have a little bit of an up scenario, and that is that we have these highs right here. So that also now makes for very nice liquidity. So once we start going higher to take out the liquidity of all these highs, I also have an alert here. This is actually a macro point of control for a much larger area. I do think that we find some resistance here at 3,985, and then of course we have this high and this high. But the way everything looks right now with the banks, with the bailouts. Interest rates are being raised. Also today again, the Central Bank of Europe is rising interest rates with 50 basis points, so 0.5%. Most likely the Fed is going to do it next week, if I'm not mistaken. That might all give some pressure to risk assets, so stocks and crypto. So just be aware of your surroundings. That will be it for now, guys. If you like the content, if you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. And see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.